straight to football and a very special atmosphere at Goodison Park on a very special occasion. So an enthusiastic crowd to celebrate the return of Howard Kendall, who named 5 of his new signings to face Birmingham City. Now let's join our new commentator, Martin Tyler, who's got the team details.
It was the Everton back four that gave Howard Kendall most concern in his first team selection. John Bailey, the final piece in that jigsaw, edging out Kevin Ratcliffe at left back. Alan Ainscough and Mickey Thomas add width to a midfield for which Kendall considered himself, but plumped instead for Trevor Ross. And up front it was a case of which of the 2 new strikers would partner last year's top scorer Peter Eastoe. Mick Ferguson is the unlucky one today, and he's the substitute. But it's not just Everton who parade the new names. Tony Van Mierlo is a forward who has played 3 times for Holland. Van Mierlo joined Birmingham in the summer from the Dutch club Willem II. Jim Smith also signed Neil Watmore from Bolton last night, but too late for inclusion today. And Birmingham are also without Alan Kirbishley, who's not fit, and Frank Worthington, who's still in America. Howard Kendall deciding to watch the first half at least from a seat in the stand. And amid a great air of optimism, the new season at Goodison Park is underway. Birmingham City in the all-light strip, a change strip of all yellow, defending the goal to the left in the first half. John Bailey. Here's Hartford. A touch from Eastoe. And Billy Wright arriving. Hartford playing it forward, touched off by Eastoe, and it came through finally for Billy Wright, who shot under pressure. And the shot from Van Mierlo struck Evans, indeed struck a defender, and Birmingham City get the corner. Buzz Brocken has gone across to take it. Hawker up on the near post for Birmingham, and it comes for Hawker and Van Mierlo. So Birmingham, with 4 minutes of the new season gone, works the set piece, and Van Mierlo puts one past Jim Arnold in the 4th minute of his Birmingham City career. Tony Van Mierlo, brought to pep up Birmingham City's attack, has made a perfect start. And suddenly, the mood of euphoria here at Goodison Park lapses into some of the tension from the back end of last season, when Everton lost 4 of their last 5 home games in the First Division. Is forward at the free kick, and Ainscough. He's offside. So nearly the old adage of getting caught when you've just scored a goal, finding Birmingham out, and Alan Ainscough's joy turning to disappointment. To Ainscough. But Everton have the free kick. There's a tendency in Mark Dennis's game to dive in positions might be regarded as unnecessary. Bailey went for placement. Just had the snap side of goal and placed it wide of the post. Taking too long and having the strength to withstand Van Mierlo's challenge. Looking to get it back from Bailey. Thomas. Birmingham might break now with John Bailey out of position. And Walsh having to come across as the covering player, and Brocken's pass looking for Evans. And Everton caught really by Bailey's foray forward a moment or two earlier. And Evans trying to make it count a second time. And Brocken, who had found space where Bailey had left him, and Arnold making an important save from Evans. Joining Bailey. The Lyons makes it. And aims go, and it's a penalty. Against Corker for handball. Lyons making contact with the header. Ross couldn't make it, and it was handball there by Hawker. And there was some debate in the dressing room as to who was being trusted with the penalties. Everton had a number of players who missed last season. Trevor Ross was one of them, although he always fancies the job. Asa Hartford was the incumbent at the end of last season, and it's Hartford who steps up now, and Whelan makes the save, and moved in doing so. So George Courtney pointed straight back to the spot. Hartford looking to place it to the goalkeeper's left now, and Whelan was on his way. Kendall told me earlier this week that he would like Alan Bailey to take them. Bailey, you can see there on the edge of the area, and certainly involved in a conversation with Hartford, but perhaps bowing to seniority and turning away. So it becomes a battle of wits again between Jeff Whelan and Asa Hartford. And Whelan wins. This time at the expense of a corner, but there's no doubt in the referee's mind. And Jeff Whelan, who was 30 years old earlier this week, celebrates with a double penalty save. Kendall offering support in field. Trying to get it back from Evans, and it's nearly sneaked past Mike Lyons. And he took that beautifully, and it came to Evans. It might still come for Evans. It came the first time like a rocket as Van Mierlo was trying the shot. He's nearly made something of it, and it almost dropped the second time for Tony Evans. You could see clearly what was in Van Mierlo's mind there, but he completely mishit his effort at goal, and then it dropped for Evans the second time, and he couldn't turn it in. So one wonders what Howard Kendall thinks about the Everton defensive play in the first half, the area that perhaps concerned him most as he picked his first team. Right, coming off the near post where Lyons is as well. And it's Eastoe who finishes it off. Last year's top scorer has opened his account, and just as Birmingham did at the start of the second half, Everton score from a corner, touched on by Lyons, and it's Peter Eastoe there for just that flick on to get it over the line. And in the centre of the director's box, two famous figures from the past days, Harry Catterick and Bill Shankly. Gemmell. Here's Evans, and Arnold's got to come, and to scamper back as Walsh did his best to stop Evans recovering quickly. Getting in behind the defender, staying onside, and Arnold work wasn't clean on that occasion, and Evans was trying to pull him back as well. Biley. Across to Eastoe. Brought forward by Dillon, who rides Ross's tackle, then hurdles one from Walsh, and Evans. Well, the glory of the goal would have gone to Tony Evans, but the credit for the exciting switch of play from Kevin Dillon, who surged from deep in his own half. Dillon, a player who was wanted in the close season by Nottingham Forest. Birmingham able to hang on to him and skillfully picking a way through. Evans firing it off the top of the bar. Ainscough, who's still full of running. And has he got the legs here of Dennis? He has, but he hasn't got the composure to finish it off. Maybe it would be asking too much of a fairy tale to punish the club that you've left with 2 goals. But he judged the bounce better, he kept his balance better, and then screwed the shot horribly wide. And Biley clearly onside against Corker. Ainscough in the middle if Biley needs the help. He did so well, and it would have been the perfect finale to his endeavours in his first league game for Everton. Jeff Whelan's hurt in the collision, but the ball rolled invitingly across the face of the goal by Biley, and Ainscough couldn't quite get there. Biley is clear and onside, and Alan Biley ices the cake. Well, Birmingham have threatened to be undone in that way several times in this second half, and they were caught square again. Biley timed his run to perfection, and the lob was beautifully delivered. Comes here for Handysides, and it was Evans who had the flick. Handysides again. Broadhurst was stooping in. It was Ross who made contact for Everton. Everton point of view, the scoreline could have looked less impressive, but Howard Kendall starts his regime here with a victory, and a victory that brings 3 points at that. And he'll be pleased, as the supporters will be as well, that 2 of his new signings got themselves on the score sheet. Alan Biley wrapping up the 3-1 victory after Alan Ainscough had equalised the early goal from Van Mierlo. Peter Eastoe, the other scorer, and Everton win against Birmingham City by 3 goals to 1.
Well, I'm delighted, really. I think for everyone involved with today's occasion, and it was an occasion. I think that everyone was looking forward to 20-5. The result's right, and off we go home and just relax a little bit. I'm very pleased that happened.